To me, it's impossible to go hungry, even if you don't have any cash. If we don't take care now, it's going to be a hell of a mess down the road.
Throughout history, it's normal for economies to rise and collapse, especially those using paper money, because paper is ultimately useless. The only thing that's worth anything during hard times is water, food, air, and the human spirit itself. But unfortunately, most people nowadays have no clue what real health is or real food, because they've lost touch with nature. This video workshop is about a man who's going to show you how to survive on your own with no grocery stores, without having a job, healing all your health problems.
It's very good to stop diarrhea or upset stomach or problems with the intestinal tracts.
And make enough money to keep your house doing something that's only a few hours a week that's good for the environment.
Time magazine was right. The future billionaires and people of the world that recycled and cleaned up would be making money. So by recycling my own trash and some of my neighbor's trash, I was making extra cash. You could easily make anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000 a year without any effort, maybe 10 hours a week. I had to get off the grid, or I had to get off of the system that would stop me from being able to have what I needed. To me, it's just absolutely mind-boggling how people don't see this. Eat a salad, basically of wild food. I started, after getting really sick 14 years ago, thinking totally different, that I had to have security in my food supply. And the more I learned how to make that food supply secure, the more I learned it was simpler and simpler all the time.
His name is Gary Thibault. He lives in a suburb of Toronto, Canada, where it snows every winter. He lives and eats off of what grows on his property and a place just like this.
I challenge anybody to try not to be able to do it.
This could be you. This information is so important, I made a 5-disc set. This is a 2-day workshop where Gary will show you personally how to live off of things growing right within a 1-mile radius of where you live, no matter where you are in the world.
It's just something simple that everybody can do. I've been doing this for 12 years now, eating free food. It just started healing my body. I started feeling like I was coming back to life. And I'm getting the right amount of nutrients from these wild foods. These plants are growing here for our benefit. The dandelion is the best thing to eat for your liver. It detoxifies your liver, gives you all the amino acids and the minerals and vitamins that your liver needs. It's very good for helping build the blood. And it's free, it doesn't cost anything. The more I investigated, I started realizing I didn't have to work that hard to have food. I eat these in a salad every day. A great source of vitamin A, which is malic acid in this, and your body converts the malic acid to rhodopsin. I said either I gotta die or I gotta live, but one way or the other, I gotta know some truth. I gotta know the answers. Our brain is 92% fat, and we need those oils to keep our brain healthy. Just like the oils from a spruce tree or from the pine nuts or walnuts or hazelnuts. We need those essential fats. All of these things are here for us. The carrot's stem and leaves have more vitamin A than the carrot. You got your B vitamins from this tree. Vitamin C, the strongest form, is from white pine. Nothing can beat it. I was taught to live from the land and be in harmony with it. And you need to know what's going on around you. All winter when I'm eating food or making soup or stir fry or whatever I'm eating, I put some of this in it. And it's just excellent for the digestion, stomach lining. Expand your knowledge by learning what you have around your neighborhood or just around your own property, apartment building, balcony. I've got enough food here to last me all summer. When I make a salad like this, I think, this is artwork. It's something that people should be consuming, but most people don't even know about it, unfortunately. I love eating these things. People just don't understand the ability nature provides you so much. You can never consume it all. It's not possible. I noticed the last few years now that I don't get burnt by the sun or bothered by the environment like everybody else. If you want to expel worms from the body, parasites, infection in the intestinal tract, you take the inner bark, cut it in small pieces, dry it somewhat, pulverize it into a powder, and take it with a little bit of fat or oils or butter and put it down into and swallow it down. And you might see the parasites leaving you alive, coming right out of your bowels. It's kind of freaky, but it will do it. Why would you go to the store, buy lettuce that was shipped to Ontario from Southern California? It had to be radiated before it passed the border. It had to be sprayed with 4 or 5 different toxins. They put environmentally treated water when it's sitting in the container, mystify it with water that's got chlorine and fluoride and who knows what else in it, maybe hormones from birth control pills, because they can't separate all that stuff out of the water. The molecules are too small. Why would you do that when you can just walk outside into a field like this where there's nothing on it and just pick it up and eat it? Research in Russia, they took Olympic athletes and they fed them a tablespoon of bee pollen and water every day for 1 year, and that's all they lived on. They didn't lose a pound, gain a pound. They were totally healthy, totally fit.
That's all they ate?
That's all they ate.
No food?
No food, nothing else, just bee pollen. Anything that's above the ground you plant when the moon is growing. Planting this out of time, then you're gonna get lots of root, no fruit. After the winter time and the springtime, we want to detoxify our body from heavy metals. And this plant grows around ponds where, you know, the water is running into the pond, and its purpose is detoxification of the water. You find that little jewelweed, take the leaves, rub it on the poison ivy burn, it instantly just takes it away. Anybody can do this. You can take a branch and stick it in the ground and it'll grow a tree. When you're taking a tap in a tree and the maple water is coming out, it's very good for you to drink the maple water fresh from the tree. It's lightly sweetened. It's extremely healthy for the body, high in magnesium. This plant kind of saved my life. The Creator made it for me too, because when I started drinking this as a tea, my bleeding from my bowels stopped. My colitis, Crohn's, bowel cancer, whatever I had, or a combination of all 3 disappeared. I've used it with lots of people with all kinds of conditions internally, and they've had amazing results from it. People are fearful of this or that or the other thing. If you continuously have this fear, then you're going to be the person standing on your lawn going broke, starving to death. I mean, while, you know, the food is sitting beside you. What we need to eat is always in great abundance. There's no lack. You know, people tell me, well, you know, there's nothing to eat, there's nothing to eat. I will still have enough food from here, free, without even trying. Like, I'm eating every day from this place, and there's no lack. None whatsoever. This could be you. This is a normal household. I'm living in suburbia, and the food I grow around here and I've collected, it's all been from this property primarily.
This is a 6-disc home study course equivalent to following Gary around for 2 days. It doesn't matter where you live, if it snows in the winter or if you live in a suburban neighborhood, there is enough free food and medicine around you to last you a lifetime.
This is just a normal household, and you could do everything I'm doing.
And even if you don't have a job, you can keep your house. The information in this is so valuable it should be mandatory for everyone, especially during hard times.
No one is going to help you.
This could be the best investment you ever make.
You don't have to rely on grocery store, electricity, expensive tools, because when it all boils down to, real currency is the seeds and plants that grow around you.
Even rich and famous people need to know this, or they wouldn't be dying needlessly like they are. Once you know how to do this, you will never again fear the economy.
I know I'm going to live. I'll be there to help the cleanup, but most people will starve to death standing on their lawns.
These 7 hours will change the way you look at things. It could very well change your life.